Welcome back everyone to our Let's Play of Mega Man 3. Let's enter our password and get taken back to the revisit stages. So yeah, at the end of our last episode, we saw that a few stages got blacked out and a weird robot picture appeared in the Sparkman, Needleman, Gemini Man, and Shadow Man stages. So I'm going to take these stages kind of in the order that I did when I played the game. So we haven't seen Shadow Man in a while, so we'll go to his stage first and, you know, work our way backwards. So the core of the stage is kind of the same, but there's a lot of layout changes in these stages. As you can see, we started the stage off with the descent in both the Shadow Man stage and this stage, but this time it's been there was a bunch of spikes lining the walls, making it a little bit more deadly. So yeah, a lot more traps are going to be added. Breakman's room here is now occupied by one of those big eye-hopping monsters. And this section over here where we were jumping, where it turned dark, it's now going to include a new hazard, these platforms. When you jump on them, you have to jump off them real quick because they'll open up and they'll toss you down. So, but we're going to make, since you can only access these stages after you've beaten the first stage over Masters, you're going to have the Rush Jet here. So, let's just use the Rush Jet to get over this stuff real easy. We're able to shoot these lights out, so it's really weird. Shooting the lights out makes the darkness go away. You'd think it would be the opposite. You shoot the lights and it would become dark, but no, in this instance, you shoot the lights and it becomes light. So, and hey, we're already at the end already? A boss door? Well, the gimmick in this stage is that each of these refights, there's going to be 2 bosses, and the bosses are going to consist of bosses from Mega Man 2. So now we have Woodman, and we're going to use the needle cannon to shoot right through him. It's really tough to jump over his leaf shield, but if you time things right, you should be able to take him out in 2 barrages. And we finish him off, and now we have to fight another robot from Mega Man 2 coming up. And if you're looking at the floor, you should probably be able to tell which robot master it's going to be. Yep, it's going to be Heat Man. We've got a lot of lava here. And we also got this same section we had last time, but now it's a little bit more deadly. We have more lava pits to jump over. We have spikes on the top. We have more things jumping at us. We have the eye monsters, these little eye hoppers jumping at us. But we have magnet missiles to take care of them, so just be careful, work your way slowly, shoot your magnet missiles, and one magnet missile will take out both the parachuting enemies and the little eye-hopping enemies. So, we get through that section here, and we just have one more of these spring-type enemies to take care of. And once we do that, we'll get on to our second boss, Heat Man. We don't have Bubble Lead to take care of him this time, but we do have the top spin. I guess we're going to, it's kind of like stop, drop, and roll, but we're going to be jumping and rolling, and not stopping. So, we'll just wait for him to throw his fire again, slide toward him, jump, use the top spin, hit him, and they follow the same pattern. He will, after we hit him, he will charge at us in his, like, invincible heat form. But 4 top spins takes him out. And we can move on to our second Doc Robot stage. That is the name of the robots that we're fighting, Doc Robots. And we'll head to the Sparkman stage. So we have another 2 robot masters from Mega Man 2 coming up here. Let's, like the first Sparkman stage, this is gonna mainly consist of a lot of jumping, platforming, spark enemies, or spark shooting enemies, but not too difficult of a stage if you know what's going on. So, a lot of spike hazards, but if you know where they are, not gonna be too difficult of a stage. So, just as you're jumping, you want to shoot to destroy these spark monsters, or spark robots. I guess they're not really monsters, they're robots. These spinning gears, they push you in the direction that they're spinning. So this one will push you to the right, left, right, but they're not too much of an issue. And once again, we have a kind of a short stage here. We're almost at our first boss. Slide under here. And this time we're going to have to fight Metal Man. And we're going to be able to fight him with magnet missiles. I guess it makes sense, he's made of metal, so he would definitely, well, I guess all the robots are made of metal, but I guess he's super metal. So, yeah, we just stand over on the side. We don't even have to approach him, so he never jumps toward us. And we just shoot the missiles, and they'll home in on him. Now we come to a difficult part in the stage. We have this fall, like in the first Sparkman stage, but this time it's lined by spikes. So just try to stay toward the center, and we'll be safe. Now we have a bunch of these electrical things, in addition to these nut enemies here. You can get the electrical enemies off the screen, similar to how we scrolled the bees off in Hardman stage. Once they appear on screen, we just double back to the left a little bit, and they will disappear. Makes navigating this hallway much easier, so we don't necessarily have to worry about timing our jumps. Just head over to the left a little bit, they disappear, and they're gone for good. Even though those bolt enemies can't really hurt us until they form completely, you might just want to be patient and let them form before you try to head off. So once again, we're just going to ignore the garbage, and we're just going to, you know, slide through them. And we're at our second boss. This time we're going to fight Quick Man. And we're going to actually use the snake search. So, it's a little awkward weapon. You just want to get close to him as possible and then shoot the snakes. Because like I said, he's quick and the snakes are kind of cumbersome. But if you're close to him, you're not going to miss. Luckily, you can have 3 snakes on the screen at a time. So, if you miss with one, you still have an opportunity to hit him with 2 more. So, yeah, it might be a little bit of a war of attrition, but we take him out. And remember, we have a whole bunch of energy tanks, so not too difficult. We take him out, and then we're halfway through the Doc Robot stages. And we're going to head off to the Gemini Man stage, since we did Gemini Man before Needle Man when we did the regular robots. So Gemini stage, remember it had water on it, and it had flashing lights, so if you guessed that our Robot Master was going to be Flash Man and Bubble Man, you are correct. So another similar intro to what the Gemini Man stage was. We're going to have these eyes drop fire, but now they're going to be accompanied by these little beetle enemies that are going to run at us. So whenever you make a jump, just shoot your pellet shooter ahead. That usually will clear out the way. Luckily, the fire isn't permanent, and after a few seconds, it'll recede back down into the ground, so we just keep making our way forward here. Luckily, after each stage, unlike the Dr. Wily stages in Mega Man 2 and Mega Man 1, between the Doc Robot stages here, the weapon energy does refill, so you don't have to worry about trying to conserve your energy, so we're kind of hurting on energy, speaking of energy, so let's use the Rush Jet to fly up there, and maybe we'll see what this thing can have. Oh, it's just a little energy, weapon energy. Oh, not useful, so hoping I would get a big energy drop, but we might be able to get it from these tadpoles. There's going to be so many of them to fight, so let's hope that we get some drops. So, oh, we got some energy drops there. We're going to have to destroy this one here, because we're going to have to be able to push forward a little bit. The section that we need to destroy is too far off the screen to hit, so remember you can slide under them. Don't forget your slide, so you don't necessarily have to destroy too many. And we're getting our energy refill here, that's good. Just take out these tadpoles here. Oop. Double back a little bit so he doesn't hit us. Anytime we can avoid damage, we can. We want to. So, let's slide up. Watch out for the helicopter enemies that drop their bombs. And here we're on to Flash Man. Like Woodman, this guy is going to be weak to the needle cannon. So, and with the fast rate of fire with the needle cannon, we should be able to take this guy out pretty quickly. 7 seems to be the magic number. Most bosses take 7 hits from the weapon they're weak from. We take him out. He's only able to use the flash stopper once. Use our rush coil to get up onto this high ledge. And now we're going to head to the more underwater type section of the stage. So we'll get our trusty Rush Marine out again here. He doesn't get too much love in future editions. They don't even have him anymore in Mega Man 5. So I guess it was tough designing sections, underwater sections. So slide under here. Let these helicopter robots drop their bombs. Watch the beetles, because these beetles can climb up and down. Well, not up, but they can climb down the ladder. So don't think you're safe just because you're on a level below them. Just be careful. Watch the spikes. And now we're underwater, and Bubble Man was weak to the Metal Blade. In this game, he's going to be weak to the nerfed Metal Blade, the Shadow Blade. All the AI for these robots is the same as it was in Mega Man 2, so Bubble Man will shoot bubbles at us, and when on the same level as him, instead of shooting harpoons, though, he'll shoot just pellets, so. But we'll take him out, and then we're just left with one more stage, the Needle Man stage. And 2 more Robot Masters, which, if you've followed my Mega Man 2 Let's Play, you know that we have Airman and Crashman left. So let's head off to Needle Man stage. And remember I told you to watch out for those, to remember those big helmets that we saw when we did the Needle Man stage? Yep, they're gonna make an appearance as the mini-boss in this level, so start off once again similarly with the porcupine enemies shooting their needles at us, and this section where we have needles coming down from the ceiling. So slide past them. Notice that the needles are kind of like pyramid shaped, or conal shaped, probably would be better. So you can actually stand close to them at their base and not get hit. So it allows you to just get a little bit closer to before you make a jump. So, and we'll just ignore that energy. You'll probably take more damage trying to find it, trying to get it, than if we trying to avoid that big needle coming down. So we can either use our rush jet on this screen to get that one up, or we can go to the next screen and jump down. But I should have used an E-tank to refill my life there, but I was lazy. So we're going to make our first use of the Spark Shot here. We finally get to see what, well, no, we saw what it looked like when we fought Magnet Man. But, yep, Spark Shot is good against Airman. Airman's a little bit easier in the last than in the last game, even though he has the same AI, because now he can slide, and some of these low tornadoes, you can actually slide under them if you have your timing right, which I do not have right, so, because I'm getting hit by them all the time. But take out Airman, we took him out quick. And now we got a really neat, interesting section here. We have the Rush Jet section. This is where it can come in handy if you use that trick that Rush only uses energy when you're standing on him. So just take your time. There's plenty of energy refills along the way that we can pick up. Sometimes you gotta do some interesting platforming to get them, but you should have enough energy to, you know, get through this little section. So we're gonna have to maneuver ourselves around this area here. I'm trying not to jump too much to show that you don't need to use that trick to get through this section, and also because it can you might jump into the enemy. So this is a neat thing here. You gotta park Rush over there, come over here, slide back onto him, and now we got some extra energy and we're on our way. There's a good jump right over that dragonfly. sometimes the slowdown can actually help you in this area. There's so many sprites on the screen that helps you make avoiding the enemies a little bit easier because there's so many of them. So, let's hop on our jet, come up this way here. Gotta climb really quick because if you don't, this guy can hit you and knock you back down the ladder. Ooh, ooh, he fell down the ladder. Let's get our snake search out here. I'm going to try to get as close as we can to the right of the screen and shoot a bunch of these snakes. If we go fast enough, we can actually take this guy out before he rises from the ground. But can be a little deadly, but snakes make good short work of him, so... Shadow Blade can help with these hard hat hooligan helicopters. If they float above us before they shoot a little 3-shot spread at us. But remember in Needleman stage there was 2 of those helmet things that we saw. So yep, we still have another one of those bosses to take care of. So we use an energy refill so I can, because I'm going to play it a little dangerous here. I'm going to get as close as I can to shoot this thing. So yeah, I took some damage, but I was able to knock it out real quick. See how the snakes crawl up along the wall there. Yeah, we'll get a refill here. Now all we have to do is take out Crash Man. Crash Man's going to be weak to the hard knuckle. We didn't get to see that yet, but it's a slow weapon. Remember, Crash Man jumps when we jump, and he shoots when we shoot, so we're going to jump when we're close to him, and shoot him with the knuckle when we're very close so that we don't have to worry about its slow speed. We can slightly control the knuckle when we shoot it. And one more will do. He only takes 4 hits, because the hard knuckle is really powerful. And with that, we have defeated the 4 Duck Robot stages. And now we just have a short little fight with Brakeman here. It's going to be very similar to the Hard Man stage. We're going to fight him on an elevated platform, so it can make things a little bit difficult, but the platform is pretty wide, so it's not as bad. And we don't have a whole stage to contend with, so it's just we have full energy, so it should be pretty cake to take him out. So even though we will take damage, so just shoot at him, pound away at him. If he gets close, slide under him, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. And then we're going to get the big plot reveal here coming up. What happened? Oh no! Right after we received the last element, Wily ran off with Gamma. Oh no, Wily's been bad the whole time. Yeah, we sent the last element from Snake Man, and then while we were out dealing with those Doc robots, Wily used our absence to steal Gamma, the peacekeeping robot, and of course he's going to put him to bad use. Yeah, should have guessed that Wily was evil when we saw his robot creations coming back to fight us for a second time. But here's Dr. Wily's new fortress, and that's where we'll start our next episode. Bye!